Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome to Crypto Talk Now. DYOR, aka Do Your Own Research with Max. Glad to be able, to be here tonight with you all. It's going to be a great show. Uh, got quite a bit of news to share with you all. And without further ado, we're going to recognize our community here. Larry actually is taking care of some personal business, so he's not here tonight, but I am, of course, glad to be here with you as usual. So let's start things off. Excuse me, kind of hit it myself tonight with the first comments. And let's see here. First comment of the day is Brian Dowie. Says, "Sup, guys?" He's got the dab. Saying sup to Max, which is me, obviously. Hello, Crypto Mike. Good to see you guys. Gonna, of course, go ahead and welcome everybody, and then we're gonna kick things into some actual crypto. Um, just want to say, I think yesterday's show was pretty cool. I went ahead and reviewed the first half an hour, and I even got a kick out of it. I thought it was pretty funny, so was glad to be able to bring that to you guys. Next, we have Crypto Mike with the $1 super chat. Thank you very much for that, Crypto Mike. And again, man, thank you very much. And yet again, a third one, a fourth one, a fifth one, a sixth one, and a seventh one. $7 with super chats. Thank you very much, Crypto Mike. Really, really appreciate that. Now, on behalf of everybody here at CTN, can't thank you enough. And hopefully everything is well with you, April, and the Cornwell clan. All right, let's see. We got Legrand Commission is giving much love to the Crypto Talk Now Network family. And let's see, Tim Shea is here. I guess we're waiting for a few more people to come in. I know that we had kind of a last minute broadcast, so some people didn't see the particular notification and so on. I apologize for that. It's because it's into the new month. We didn't have a chance to schedule them all. But nonetheless, we'll get on top of that and make sure that gets out. Hey, here's a person we all recognize. Bitcoin BMW says hi to Tim Shea. And you guys are all saying hello to each other. This is really good. Let's see who else we got up in here. Yes, hello to you, Legrand. And Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. What's up, CTM fam? Good to see you, sir. Glad to have you here. Brian Dowie, course in the house. All you guys saying what's up to each other. This is great. Edward Vincent, he says he's late. Thanks for helping me out earlier with work on the charts, guys. In regards to the charts, we are going to get that down. It's just that there's a few technical things, like little hiccups. We want to get it perfect because if anything, if people see that it's new, we don't want to get the reputation where we're missing a few things. We want it just right. So let's see who else we got in here. Mr. Salamander in Space, aka Salamander, the XDC commander. Good to see you, sir. And let's see here. We have Tim Chase pointing out that Edward Vincent is late. Okay. And next week, of course, we have Brian Dowie showing love to Mr. Edward Vincent. All right, guys. Well, we're going to start things off, of course, with the overall crypto market, and then we're going to get into the actual news. Of course, as you guys have heard, some big things that happen in regards to Ripple. With the whole thing with Coinbase, we'll definitely cover what's going on with that, as well as what's going on with some of these other ones. It's going to be an absolutely great show, and I'm glad to have you guys here tonight. All right, so just going to go ahead and present this. And like you see right here, the overall crypto market cap is sitting at 1.02 trillion. Dogecoin is still killing it. And you know what? I'm so glad they kept a decent sized bag of Dogecoin. And you know what? I didn't, of course, buy back into it at 5 cents, but I was still glad that I kept some because I had an attitude that, you know, the whole thing with Elon Musk and whatnot was going to do something eventually. And since he came back and basically clean house, it's still consistently going up. So here's what's going on with the top 100. Let's see what's going on for the 1 hour chart. We see here that Terra Luna Classic is up 2.58%. Could this be indicator for what's going on with that? I don't know just yet. When we get more into it, when maybe getting back in the comments and so on, we'll take a brief moment to look at the some of the candle charts from KuCoin with Luna Classic. So that's what's going on the 1 hour. And then just like that, right before your eyes, it dipped back down. So I don't know. Here's what's going on the 24 hours. Of course, Dogecoin is definitely up there. Excuse me. I have to adjust the headset. All right. About 13.35%. Look at that. 124% up in the last 7 days. Pretty cool to see this from Dogecoin. Heck, even Shiba Inu's up there, 25.59% for Sunday. Close to about 5%. Not bad. We're keeping, of course, a close eye on Chili's as usual. And some of these other ones. Another one I want to definitely point out, of course, is my watch list. And we talked, of course, in the past about the city coin, especially Miami coin. It's doing all right, up 7%. 7 days up about 31%. Miami coin since last summer has consistently been a decent swing trade, like literally bi-monthly. So I just wanted to mention that. Of course, a lot of you guys who mentioned the Elon token, Doge Lamar's, right? Obviously, that's been doing well. Pretty much anything that has anything connected with Elon Musk or Doge in his name is doing pretty decent. Up 77% on the 7-day chart, close to 10% for the 24-hour chart. I did see that ALBT is up about 5.80%. I still feel Audius is a real sleeper, and it's up to about 21%. I'm sorry, 21 cents, about 11% on the 7-day chart. All right, a little bit more before we kick things into the next segment. I did put out a buy alert. Of course, not official financial advice, but I did put out an alert showing everybody what's going on with helium. And it did drop below that $4 mark. Earlier, I saw this probably about a couple hours ago. It was down to like 387. I think this one's an absolute no-brainer. If you're looking for a nice swing trade, I feel as though this one is it's an absolute no-brainer. We consistently seen this, fluctuate where you can definitely get a nice, what we refer to as a swing trade on this one. I'm even willing to put in the boat as like maybe a bi-monthly swing trade. For me personally, I'm not going to swing trade this particular one. If anything, I'm going to DCA into it a little bit more. Last bull run, we saw this go as high as I think it was like $50. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, $55.22. Happened last year's bull run. Again, right around that time of 11/11. We're always talking about 11/11. All-time highs for Bitcoin, all-time highs for Ethereum. Let's face it, guys, all-time highs for quite a few of these projects. So, I mean, there you have it, roughly around $52.70. I remember when that happened. I thought it was pretty awesome. Yeah, they changed the whole thing with helium's rewards and so on. They've made way more connections, even on the 5G with T-Mobile. You can mine this. Again, look more into this. Do more of your own research in regards to helium. All right. I'm going to take a moment, of course, to just briefly go back into the comments, see how we're doing, and then we'll kick it into the actual news. Let's see here. And next we have everybody just saying hello to each other. How about this guy? Bitcoin Mania, don't promote Luna Classic again, please. Okay. Teach his own. It's not though as I'm promoting it. We're just basically bringing people the news. Sometimes we get criticism for that, whether it's the good news or the bad news, but nonetheless, it is the news. But I can, respect your opinion. Let's see here. Coochie Boy, sup fam? And let's see here. We got Tim Shea says, hey Mania. You guys all saying what's up to each other. 50x long on Doge. Okay. And let's see. Oh, I didn't even see you there. My bad, Coochie Boy. Good to see you here tonight, my friend. Good to have you here as always. Let me go a little bit further down. Bitcoin Mania, I entered 50x long 10 minutes ago on Doge. Thank you. Okay. 50x with small money. I meant not with $500. Okay. Coochie boy, stand by. Let me look at the ASS token. And he states, oh, I forgot. No memes allowed here. Memes are always allowed here. I mean, I might not personally be a big fan of them, but you could definitely post whatever memes you want. And let's see. Let me go further down. Salamander Space. I can't believe Dogecoin has a higher market cap. ADA is unbelievable. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Crypto Talk Now, VR. Edward Vincent. Oblamos Crypto Aura is a wrench on the live charts. Cool. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's take a moment to present that. See what we got going on with that. Give me just a second. So I'm just gonna pull up Crypto Talk Now, Aura, and some of these other ones. Let's see. All right. So pull up Oblamos Crypto Aura. Let's put that wrong. Yeah, I did. I always spelled that wrong for some reason. Anyway, yeah, there's a couple of people watching this. Let's just go into it. Cool, you got the music, all that. I know you guys don't particularly hear the music right now, but just want to show you guys this. I'm gonna hit a like, check it out, show some support to the sister station, and then on top of that, we got, of course, Crypto Talk Now VR with Edward Vincent, and let me see here. I think he changed the thumbnail, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's there. Let's see. All right, cool. Try to help out and support our sister stations, Hablamos Crypto Aura, and also Crypto Talk Now VR with Edward Vincent. All right. So let me just stop sharing this for a moment. All right. Next, we have some of the other comments here. Crypto Talk Now VR, BTC, Salamander is all Elon, along with a few others. All right, hold on a second. Salamander, Elon does not know squat about crypto. Yeah, but he's a huge catalyst for crypto, and it's always going to be that way. Let's face it. I mean, especially with some of his influence, people just, I know the topic of this is, DYOR with Max, which is do your own research. It's just that a lot of people just don't want to do that. They just want to hop on something that's just trending. Let's face it, and it's going to be a thing that's probably going to exist for as long as crypto is even around. Where you can agree to disagree with that. It's just the way it is. All right, let's see here. Eric Vincent, thank you. Show the XRP. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I forgot to do that. I guess I'll go ahead and share the XRP. Yeah, you know me. There we go. So let's do Crypto Talk Nows. And there's that. Of course, here's the one for XRP. Pulling it up. And oh, okay. Well, he might be live into it as we speak. We're gonna get this all set and so on, but it's getting there. Thank you, of course, to Edward Vincent for that. Do a little full screen right there. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. All right. All right, let's see here. So next we got Bitcoin Mania. Just buy everything what is on 85 to 90% discount and is in top 50 coins on market cap or trading volume. Says Bitcoin Mania. On top of that, and if they drop more, keep DCing into it. Very good point. Bitcoin Mania, you can never make a mistake this way. And Kushi Boy says, yeah, me too. Bitcoin, BMW, when you do your own research, be sure to double check your work. Yes, absolutely. All right. we'll kick it into this comment before we kick it into the next segment. Pig ASS and Shiba Doge may have a moment someday. I feel that way, especially with Shiba Doge. Still hold it. I feel as though that they will definitely have some of those moments. And the way I look at it is, when you look at all these ERC20 token contracts and so on, I feel as though in a bull run that would trigger a lot of momentum on the upside for some of these. So how about this? We're going to recognize this. I'm glad you pointed out Harmony. I have been DCing, says Tim Shea, into Harmony. That's great. Last I saw with Harmony was like at the slightly under 2 cents at the 1.8 level. But yeah, this is good. All right, let's go ahead and kick things into the actual news. All right. So there's this particular article. I'm not going to read everything from it, but I will state this, let me just zoom in a little bit. The topic, like it reads, Coinbase joins crypto supporters siding with Ripple in the SEC case. Basically, they had the whole thing with the amicus briefs for support for Ripple with XRP and so on. Not just XRP, but just, mainly with Ripple and the whole case and so on. I'll get back down to the actual area that I wanted to highlight for you. And that is this right here. It says, the case caused immediate collateral harms to market participants in U.S. exchanges, including Coinbase, subsequently delisted XRP back when the case, the whole lawsuit basically originally happened. And here's the thing. It says Ripple has asked, of course, the judge to rule XRP is not a security. And the SEC has, of course, asked her to rule that it is. But in the meantime, like it mentions, Judge Torres has allowed several interested parties to weigh in. Hence, you see, different amicus briefs for this. For instance, if you're wondering just what in the world does some of this mean, in regards to, like if you're new to crypto or you're just coming by here, basically amicus brief is generally, it's referencing a person or group who is not in a party to an action, but has strong interest in the matter. So for example, a person or group will petition a court for permission to submit a brief in the action, and it's intending to, of course, influence the court's decision. Such briefs are called what? Amicus briefs. So I just want to state that because sometimes, people throw around certain terms, and it's good to have a definition, to say the least. Let me see here. Let me get back to this. Hold on a second. So I wanted to, of course, show you guys that, but check this out right here. And we're gonna get to this last part. So it mentioned Taurus has also accepted briefs for companies that say they rely on XRP technology, a cryptocurrency industry group, and a legal nonprofit that says it represents clients against the SEC overreach. Of course, there's a little bit more to this. We can actually show you the actual official brief that was given. But if anything, my key takeaway is this. I look at this whole thing with Coinbase is that they're setting themselves to put themselves, I guess you could say, ahead of the pack to prepare for some of the good news that we're all hoping for. And that, of course, is, for Ripple to win this case. If anything, we'll see some significant price action for XRP. I humbly believe that like maybe over $10, and this is still even in a bear market, right? We get into a bull market, forget about it. That's a whole different story. But I think it's gonna be huge, not just for XRP or / Ripple, I should say, but it's a big win for crypto. All right. And in regards to all this, there's a little bit more. I want to show you this particular thing right here. So here's the actual amicus brief. So, to the Honorable Annalisa and Torres, the judge, right, in the case. And I'm not going to read, of course, all this, but it states, Dear Judge Torres, we write on behalf of our client Coinbase to respectfully request the court's permission to file an amicus brief addressing the defendant's motion for summary judgment in the above captioned case. Ripple Labs Inc. Consents, I should say, to the filing of our brief, and the SEC has informed us they will determine its position on the filing of Coinbase's brief after the filing of this letter. A copy of the amicus brief is attached here too as Exhibit A, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so you get the gist of where this is going. Now, is this going to be the start of what I would like to refer to as like a snowball reaction to all this? I basically feel as though it very well could be. You could start seeing maybe other exchanges who will hop on board and basically do just that, show their support for Ripple with other amicus briefs. That would be a great thing, but it's really cool to see a top tier exchange like Coinbase, right, jump right into this. There's a little bit more that I'm going to present here in a moment in regards to all this topic with, XRP and so on. So a little bit more in regards to the Ripple XRP news and so on. Of course, I'm not focused on amicus briefs or anything like that. But there's this right here. It says Korea and Ripple. I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm going to get right into this particular part. All right. So here on the live show and even in the recording, quite a few times we talk about this whole thing with ISO 222. We talk a lot about what's going to happen with the central banks of Europe and so on. And every now and then we mention the whole thing about what's going to happen in Southeast Asia, in particular, like, South Korea, let's face it, parts of Malaysia, you name it, right? Well, here is this. You see the very bottom part, draw your attention to that. A policy framework for blockchain digital assets in Korea, as in, South Korea. So I am actually going to read this part verbatim because I think it really pounds it home. And if anything, Edward, whoever wants to do a snippet, this is your definitive definition of what XRP's utility is. So if anybody was wanting to have it all condensed into one thing, here you go. So it says, processing payments for the respondent banks primarily due to the need to pre-fund accounts. This materially affects small businesses and retail consumers relying on these banking networks in consequential ways. But this is the main part I want to get to. Digital assets issued on blockchains that serve the same end use as the incumbent correspondent banking model can offer a compelling alternative for end users while still being compliant with AML/CFT requirements. Global multilateral bodies have also recognized the potential digital assets and blockchain technology have in faster cross-border payments. RippleNet, the cross-border payment solution offered by Ripple, connects hundreds of financial institutions around the world via a single API, which makes transferring money faster, cheaper, and more reliable. It also helps to reduce and eliminate the need to pre-fund accounts with what is referred to as ODL, on-demand liquidity, a service that uses the digital asset XRP to source liquidity during cross-border transactions as an alternative to what? Traditional funding mechanisms, aka the old system like what SWIFT and the rest of the world has been using since the 1970s. RippleNet customers can use XRP to bridge two currencies in a matter of minutes, ensuring payments are quickly sent and received in local currency on either side of a transaction. The digital asset XRP is ideally suited for global payments because it is quicker, less costly, more scalable, and sustainable than any other digital asset. That is the definitive definition in a condensed form of what the utility is of XRP in a nutshell. I thought this was great. I wanted to share it with you all. Boom, there it is. A little bit more. So, of course, this was straight from USA Today, and I'm gonna go ahead and, of course, bring this to you guys. But it states just like what you see right here. A number of addresses with balances over 1 million XRP reaches an all-time high. So my key takeaway when I read this particular article, and of course I'm going to give you a condensed version of this, is this. We always talk about whale activity here at Crypto Talk Now. You guys look into it as well. Shout out, of course, to Tim Shea, who gives me like whale activity quite a bit, right? Washer Guru News and so on, right? But here's the thing. Once you see the amount of addresses here, it's not just whale activity. It is literally a school of whales with these addresses. So let's get right into it. So here is the particular USA Today article. Again, like we mentioned, balances over 1 million. But here's one of the key takeaways, all right, that I want to give to you guys. So the number of large wallets with more than 1 million XRP on their balance sheets has reached, of course, the all-time high. But that particular amount of such addresses has reached a value of 1,894. Are you kidding me? Again, a school of freaking whales, right? Why is this all happening? And why is this all happening at this particular time? Think about it. Everything is being put in line for what is to be coming up here soon. Now we get it. The whole thing with XRP, or I should say with ISO 222 in particular, right? The mandatory delay is supposed to be in March. There's ones, of course, who are going to voluntarily, update themselves to be compliant. Is starting to happen in this month. Did it happen today? Not necessarily stating that. I haven't seen any reports on that. But again, when you see so many things about, for instance, where it's Coinbase trying to align themselves to be, the first exchange to accept XRP as far as, let's face it, like American, right? We get the whole thing with, KuCoin and so many other ones, right? That's a totally different subject. But it's not just that with that particular case. I mean, you see this whale activity, schools of whales. I just think it's awesome. There's this whole thing about Coinbase and XRP. We already covered that before, but I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I thought that was really, really cool. Of course, I'm going to bring you guys some more information in regards to what's going on with Celsius. We'll get to that in a second. We got some more XLM news and some other news in regards to XDC. Pretty cool stuff. Let's kick it back to the comments just here briefly, just to have a nice balance. Give me just a moment. And here we go. And while we're doing that, I'm actually going to pull up a Luna Classic chart for you guys. That way we have it going on in the background as I get into the particular comments. And let me see. Let me set the chart for you guys. Do on the day chart. Okay. All right. I almost got it ready for you. There we go. All right. Let's see who's next in the comments. All right. It's Mr. Jeff Pruden, a.k.a. Z. Says, what's up, team? Yes. Hello, Mr. Pruden. Good to see you. And you guys saying what's up to each other, which is always a good thing. Coochie Boy. Anybody liking ANKR? And let's see here. Z, LeBron, shoot the link. All right, hold on a second. Salamander, the XDC commander, basically states Coinbase needs some balls and relist XRP. I think that's what's basically going to happen here. I really see that them, basically putting themselves online to do that. It would be nice to see them just relist it before the whole SEC thing is done. Yeah, it would be. If that's the balls you're talking about, then that would be really, really cool. Tim Shea states it's a good one. Coochie Boy, haven't gotten into it yet though. All right. Hold on a second. Brian Dowie, I find it funny that Coinbase chips in but doesn't list XRP. Yeah, good point. Legrand, I don't want to drive people out of here. Okay. Z says, lol. How about this? How about to my phone? All right. You guys are having a conversation too with each other. That's good. How about this? Legrand Commission. Who saw the paper running around saying that the judge declared XRP isn't a security? I haven't seen that. Have not seen that. That would be awesome. Tim Shea also saw it. Okay. Maybe you guys want to share that for everybody in the community. That'd be great. Yeah, even Brian Dowie's asking about where did you guys see that? I'm wondering about that too. Did anyone see Waddy's video? I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to look into that. Let's see here. Legrand Commission, if it was true, XRP would be pumping right now, don't you think? I think so. So, we always got to check or double check the validity validity, I guess you say, of some of these things that are out there. I mean, heck, what about that one tweet with Elon Musk with the whole thing of XRP? I mean, I guess that wasn't even true. And then he come out with the other one that says, I haven't even decide what I'm gonna do with my XRP yet. It's like, okay, I'm cool with you saying yet. Z, I was there for a bit, couldn't stay too long, but it was him and D. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. All right, let me go a little bit further down. I think I would pop off for sure. That would be a big. All right, Brian Dowie, Logron. If it was true, you would hear it from more than one source. And yes, I think it would be a God candle. Yeah, it would be like an absolute Titan God candle, right? Like just amazing. Brian Dowie, the whale watch won't be able to keep up with XRP transactions sooner or later. Man, that is a good point. It would be so nuts that it's just that. How can you keep up with it? But those are good problems. You know how we always mention about good problems? Those would be good problems. And last but not least, a thumbs up from Legrand. All right. Let me do a stop screen. I'm going to show you guys the next segment here briefly. It's in regards to what's going on with Celsius, because you know what? It brought up recent news and it's worth mentioning. Give me a second. So here it is. If you're not aware of it, straight from the Wall Street Journal, bankruptcy judge advances probe into whether Celsius operated as a Ponzi scheme. A lot of us feel as though it did for the definitions of what a Ponzi scheme already is. We did recorded videos about this a while back. We mentioned on the live show. And now, of course, is coming back. Now, does this mean you don't invest in distressed assets? That's your call, right? We're never going to give you official financial advice, but in some cases, distressed assets have been a pretty good thing to get into at the right time. Perfect example, VGX, Celsius from a swing trade perspective, so on and so forth. Heck, even Uniswap, right? So, a court-appointed examiner and a committee of Celsius creditors will confer about who will lead an investigation into crypto lenders' use of customer money. And oh, by the way, we will get back into a particular piece regarding the whole thing with the SEC about an investigation with that. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, but check this out for a bit. A bankruptcy judge, of course, like I mentioned, advanced into inquiry regarding Celsius Network's business practice and whether it operated, of course, as a Ponzi scheme. Court-appointed examiner and the official committee of Celsius creditors were instructed in a bankruptcy court hearing Tuesday to meet and confer about who will lead the probe into whether the firm used some depositors' money to meet financial obligations to others. Let's face it, yes, it definitely looks that way. As we referred to a while back, basically new investor money to pay back old investors. When that happens, Ponzi scheme. Don't believe me? Look into it for yourself. Here's this particular quote. We don't know if Celsius was a Ponzi scheme, but there are flags that came up, said the creditors committee lawyer Greg Pesci. Quote, or end quote, let me make it clear. We are looking into whether it is. We don't have an answer to that. Okay, now it's end quote. I think they messed up on the next quote. Yeah, they did. Whoever wrote this needs to kind of fix that. Anyway, the examiner, Shobha Pillai, also will broaden the scope for her probe to include the company's marketplace practices and representations it made to attract new customers, as well as handling of CEL tokens, the firm's proprietary, of course, digital currency. There's a little bit more in regards to this. We, of course, know about most of the history behind a lot of this. But this last part right here, before I kick into the next segment, says, in her own court filings, Ms. Pillai says she could look into the issue of whether Celsius operated as a Ponzi scheme if instructed, but that she would stick to finding facts that could inform such an inquiry rather than presenting her own legal conclusion. So, if anything, that's it in regards to that particular piece. I did want to share that with you guys because, there hasn't been a lot of news as of lately with the whole thing with Celsius. Let's face it. I mean, how long has it really been? Like maybe 3 weeks, a month, and so on. There was that period of time where we did see a lot of things going on with Celsius. But anyway, want to bring that to you guys' attention. That is the latest. We're going to kick things into the next part, and that is this right here. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to share this some way for you could hear it. This is actually straight from shout out to another content creator, Crypto Hulk. He says, busted U.S. Security Exchange, aka the SEC, fails federal investigation. And that's just it. You're seeing an investigation happen into, for instance, Celsius, right? And now there's going to be an investigation into who? The SEC. Can I get a hell yeah? Yes, finally. I'm going to take a moment to share this particular piece with you. It's only about 1 minute. Again, it's shout out to Crypto Hulk for providing this particular information. Give me just a second to present it to you, and then we'll get right into it. I'm going to share on the tab. Here we go. And here we go.
My God, I've been asking for this for 2 years. Finally, the Office of Inspector General of the United States investigates the SEC. And oh my God, it's not good. You're going to have to watch this live stream. The Inspector General came in, said Gary Gensler is totally incompetent. The staff are leaving, like staff's quitting. So Gary's resorting to hiring temporary employees. Fucking seriously. He says this is the highest rate in a decade of people leaving the SEC. He says that Gary cannot perform his job. Okay, he's not able to get embarrassingly poor performance review, on and on. This is Crypto Hulk. I got a live stream in 30 minutes. That's at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, YouTube live stream, Crypto Hulk. My God, I've been...
All right, so I thought I'd bring that to you guys' attention. Hold on a second. And yeah, I mean, it's just that it's about time that the SEC was investigated, because they need to be. So anyway, glad to see that particular thing. Again, shout out to Crypto Hulk for doing it. He's very passionate about, his coverage about XRP and so on, and rightfully so. Glad to see other content creators covering what's going on with ISO 222 and so on. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna kick it back into the comments just to kind of have a nice little back and forth, just to keep up with the flow and so on. All right, Tim Shea, I DM'd it to you, Max. I just glanced at it, didn't read it. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Let's take a moment just to basically see it real quick, because I mean it's still something that's kind of on our mind and whatnot. Let me see. So I'll just do it this way. There we go. And all right. Thanks, Tim Shea. So here it is. It says, let me get this straight. This comes from a person named Ripple Van Winkle. Wow, what a name. At XRP News _. He says, the SEC has said the XRP isn't a security. Why is this lawsuit still going on? Can we blow this up more? Nope. I guess that's the farthest it goes. So let's see. Where is this? Part B, SEC officials confirm that XRP is not a security. In addition to FinCEN's characterization of XRP as a virtual currency, numerous high-ranking CFTC and SEC officials have also advised the markets that XRP is not a security and allowed market participants to operate in reliance on that understanding. Specifically, several SEC officials have I can't even see what this says, that Bitcoin and Ether, as in Ethereum, and other virtual currencies bearing similar characteristics such as XRP are presumed to not be securities subject to the SEC's regulation. Then there's a little bit more. Let's see here. Cryptocurrencies, these are replacements of sovereign currencies. Replace the dollar, the euro, et cetera, et cetera. That type of currency is not security. All right. So again, we have to check more into the authenticity of this. It could be valid, guys. Let's face it. And if it is, that'd be incredibly awesome. And yeah, that would be breaking news. But it's the saying goes, let's face it, it's Twitter. And on top of that, there is pretty valid people, obviously, because we, bring and share you guys certain ones and so on. But I think at this point, with a lot of, let's face it, fake news out there, we're going to have to just do that. Simply double check it, verify it, so on and so forth. But this again is what Crypto Talk Now sideline reporter Tim Shea has shared with us. Some of you guys already seen it. Like I think maybe it was Brian Dapp. Maybe it wasn't Brian. It was somebody else mentioned that they also saw it. But glad to bring it to you guys. So thank you again from Tim Shea for sharing that. All right. Kicking into the next comment. Hey, what's up, everyone in the chat? Says the Jen. Good to see you, Jen. Glad to have you here. Let's see. All right, Legrand Commission. It was on Twitter, but I can't find it now. Well, that's all right. Tim Shea got it for us. The Jin Max. I love you, brother. Keep it real. I have a short time here. I apologize not being here with all the crypto family in this awesomeness channel, but I have to spend some time with the family. It's okay. Thanks for just even stopping by. That was really, really cool of you. Glad you did so. Let me just share real quick. All right. Yeah, but thanks for stopping by, my friend. Really good to see you. You're probably gone by now, but thank you. All right. So you guys saying what's up with each other. God thanks. The Jin, he states to me, he's been very busy with work offshore. Another 28 days is coming up for sure. But you know what? It's good. You always want to have, and everybody out there, right? Try to make some decent money, invest basically in this bear market. Why would you want to buy on the top of the mountain and so on? Glad to see you guys are recognizing your opportunities and doing what you got to do to provide for your family. That's what counts the most. All right. Coochie Boy, bring some reds in at the gin. All right. Crypto Burger, good to see you. He states his XRP is crypto gold. My Ethereum is pumping. My Dogecoin is mooning. My SHIB coins are banging. My bone is swanging. Even got my pet NFT, Shiboshi's hanging. And that's how my crypto jewels be jangling. Wow. That is a nice rap. If Selmo Fudd was here, I think he'd be proud to see what you said. All right. Tim Shea saying what's up to you guys. All right. You guys have a conversation. Here's a good one. Tim Shea, my Shiboshis are not hanging, but my bone is that's good. I like it. It's good to laugh. Again, I reviewed the first, 30 minutes of yesterday's show. And honestly, I think I watched it a couple times. I got a good kick out. I would have to make a clip where it's just that particular segment and then put out this thing about, rug pull Inu AMA or something. So anyway. The Jin, that's our time off fishing. Okay. Is Tuna what's up? Says Coochie Boy. Let's go further down. How far off in the Gulf? I don't know how far off in the Gulf he is. April Cornwell says, hey, 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 and gives us all flowers as usual. Thank you, April. Just came here to bless everyone with flowers. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. No Face, aka Mr. Red Coin, because you changed your name. Good to see you. Hey, peeps, any news on XDC? Yes, we're going to get into that in just a bit. No, we didn't just make a bunch of, hashtag XRP, hashtag XDC, XLM, Quant, and Luna Classic for no reason. But I'm glad you pointed that out. Hey, there's Mr. Looking Sharp as usual. The man with the lots of intellect, aka Mentalect. Hello, all. Good to see you tonight. Mentalect. All right, Tim Shea. Hey, Mr. No Face. You guys saying hello to each other. That's good. And good. All right, let's kick things into the next topic here in a bit. And let's see. I'm just trying to double check if it's a video. Yes, it is a video. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this the right way. This will be for XLM Stellar Lumens. And give me just a moment. And this is from Danielle Dixon. All right. So shout out to this particular lady who has quite a few followers because she is the CEO and executive director of Stellar Development Foundation. So Danielle Dixon, if I pronounced that right, I think that's how you pronounce it. She states, the game has changed with MoneyGram and Stellar. We are transforming the way money moves and making financial access a reality for everyone. Thanks for having us. Now, multiple times she's going to use the term how, Stellar is sexy, if you will. And it is. When we hear her explanation, it's pretty cool. It's only 45 seconds. Let's go ahead and watch this, and we'll be right back.
One of the things I always say is that payments that's not super sexy in blockchain and in crypto. Everybody loves to talk about those 23% returns you can get in all these different lending businesses or all these other things. But the truth is, when you talk about these use cases that are actually impacting real businesses, real humans all over the world, you can do, not only can you do bill pay, but think about like getting your wages in USDC and being able to cash some of that out in your local fiat, wherever you are in the world. This is actually happening today because of the service that MoneyGram developed. So it's really exciting for us, and it's first of its kind and pretty remarkable. And someday everybody's going to really wake up and go, oh, wait a minute, this is pretty sexy. It's just going to take some time. One of the things I always say.
It is pretty sexy. And she's kind of sexy too. Anyway, so there's that. And I thought, of course, share that with you guys. I think eventually it's just that, a lot of us, not just us, but, when we get more of the adoption and so on, a lot of people will be talking about it, what Stellar's doing and so on. But it just simply takes time, a game of patience to get to that next level. All right, a little bit more. This is another one I want to share with you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and pull it over here. Hold on a second. Sure, I'm not muted. All right. So this particular one. Now, you guys probably saw this within maybe last night, whatever the case be. I don't know. Pretty recent. Breaking news. Binance to help Elon Musk add crypto to Twitter. Okay. I did see a particular interview with CZ talking about how he was more than glad to be able to work with the likes of Elon Musk and Twitter. I think it's massive. It's a big win for crypto in general, not just for Binance and Twitter. Anyway, we're going to take a moment, of course, to recognize this. Again, this is only about 44 seconds. And we'll be right back after it's done.
Breaking news, guys. Binance is going to help Elon Musk with crypto payments on Twitter. Binance said it is now exploring blockchain integration on the Breaking news, guys. Binance is going to help Elon Musk with crypto payments on Twitter. Binance said it is now exploring blockchain integration on the platform in a potential sign of introducing crypto payments. After investing $500 million in the Twitter takeover deal, Binance said it is now exploring crypto integration on the platform. Guys, we've heard that NFTs are coming on Twitter, and now we're hearing that they're going to be enabling crypto payments. Guys, we know that crypto is here to stay. Binance is going to be playing a huge role with making that possible for Twitter. What do you guys think? Are you going to be trusting Twitter with your payments? Are you going to be storing your crypto on a wallet that Twitter is going to be enabling in the future? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Breaking.
All right, I agree. That is breaking news. I did see something about last night, though. But I, of course, wanted to share that with you guys. And let's see. Let me kick it into the next thing here in a bit. So I'm just going to share this in a different way. This is on to the next topic, which is XDC. Yeah, shout out to all the XDC holders out here. and so on. I want to share this particular one with you guys. Give me just a moment. And yeah, let's see. It's in a particular event. All right. So here it is. This is straight from the XDC community. There's an AMA tomorrow, you guys. It says at 2 p.m. I'll try to verify what particular time zone that is. I do apologize. It says AMA tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is that Eastern? I don't know. Is that UTC? I don't know. I'll try to, again, verify that here shortly. But it states we'll be talking everything from what XTC Network and the community's initiative, talking about all about that, the importance of decentralization, as you know, enterprise and industry adoption, tokenization of real world assets, just everything, anything and everything, right? The Coinbase Hackathon, which is an ongoing event, and everything XDC. It says it's going to be at tomorrow at 2 p.m. Again, I'll try to verify the exact time zone. It says the XDC team was generous enough to let me give away one customized DC United jersey. To enter, retweet, follow everyone listed, and set a reminder for that particular thing. I'm actually going to click on this and see if I can get the actual time zone. So let's see here. Let me see. Just trying to see if I can pull up. I know I'm on a different screen, but let's see. XDC AMA. See if I can pull that up real quick. Just looking here. Can't get a verified time. So we'll try to find more. Maybe one of the Crypto Talk Now network reporters can pull that up, and we can get a verified time for you guys. But that was, it's a big event for XDC and so on. And I definitely wanted to bring you guys the information just in case you wanted to listen in on a Twitter space and so on. I did see that we have a super chat that came in. Let me see. All right. Shout out to Selmo Fudd with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Selmo, and for all your support as usual. He states, wake up. It's the first of the month. Yep. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yes, it is the first of the month. Great old classic song. And what was that one from? Was that one from East 1999 Eternal album? I think it was. And shout out to you. I know you're a big fan of them, and rightfully so. I used to be a big fan of them as well. You're a local Cleveland native, if I'm not mistaken. So they're from Cleveland. Hey, it kind of all makes sense. All right. But yes, thank you again for the super chat, Mr. Selmo Fudd. Earlier, somebody else had a good rhyme. You would have been proud of it, sir. You would have been very proud of it. It wasn't from me, it's from one of the members of our community. All right, let's see here. Trying to see where I was last. All right. Yep, we just talked about that. And let's see. All right, I think we're right here. Mr. No Face didn't read the title. Click in as soon as I see live. Okay. Coochie Boy, where are you bored at Arlington? Oh, okay. All right. Kicking into some of the last of the comments. Let's see. All right. Let me see what else we got for you guys tonight. Hold on just a moment. Yep. We got, okay. So we're now kicking into the next topic, which is quant. Give me just a moment. All right. So shout out to this particular person, Midas Digital. I am following him. I cover quite a few of his snippets, because he's pretty passionate about quant. And when I see people are passionate about certain things and they have great charts or just, good content, why not follow them? Just because they're not doing a YouTube live doesn't mean they don't provide good content. He definitely provides good content. So if you happen to be watching Midas Digital, kind of like another guy that was watching a while back, Quanto Ronto, shout out to you, sir, for always doing great quant coverage. All right. He states, When in any doubt as to why you hold Quant, look at this chart. Remember, Quant Network is the operating system for the new digitalized age. No other company can claim that prestigious position, making Quant a deflationary golden ticket. All right. I don't know if I can zoom in more. Yes, I can. Awesome. So look at this, guys. I tried to blow it up as much as I could. Shout out to Edward Vincent for the, F11 heads up, because it does definitely help. No inflation, no new tokens minted. Tiny total supply of 14.6 million quant. Of course, we know about the whole thing with quant's circulating supply. Very, very attractive circulating supply, significantly even lower than Bitcoin. So it has a market cap, like it shows, actually it has a way higher market cap than that. It says with Overledger network, the success of other connected chains will result in increased demand of quant. I believe so. Connected blockchains benefit from the network effects of being part of the Overledger network. Gateway operators can stake quant with the launch of Overledger network. The more you stake, the more you can process and transact. The quant treasury enables direct fiat, because a lot of times we don't talk about the quant treasury, right? So it enables direct fiat on ramps so enterprises can pay in fiat, which then gets converted to quant via the treasury. A little bit more on this before we kick it into the next segment. Quant is one of very few tokens that is needed even for enterprises using permission blockchains. Quant used for licenses is taken out of circulating supply, further increasing scarcity. And it's just that whenever you have your particular cryptos that don't have a big circulating supply, it does create even that much scarcity. And oh, by the way, I know we're talking about quant. Edward Vincent mentioned a thing, and when he comes on, I think I'm going to have him explain this to you guys when he comes on our live show. Yes, he's going to be a guest. It's going to be really exciting to see him, and he's going to be talking about, for instance, what's going on with XRP and this whole thing about how we're going to have more of that scarcity being created, which is an awesome thing. But I know we're talking about quant. So anyway, quant is needed for licenses, consumption fees, gateways, signing of messages on Overledger, and minimum holdings quant. 12 million quant already in circulation, so no huge amounts of tokens to be released by the team / advisors like other projects. You see some of the partnerships. And again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's way, way more. We've seen other charts and so on. But I mean, some of the big players, right? ALBT, Alliance Block, right? Oracle. Oracle is faces like the biggest name in when it comes to computer networking and so on. You see some of the legacy ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Some of the connections they have with Ripple's XRP, heck, even Stellar Lumens, you name IOTA. Pretty awesome stuff. All right, going into the next one. I'm going to show this one. It's a minute long. It's from Gilbert Verdian. I'm going to share it in a way for you guys can hear it. I think it's pretty powerful stuff that he's stating. And give me just a moment. Here it is. So it states, if your crypto CEO isn't talking about trillions, notice the key word trillions, not billions, right? Dr. Evil is rolling over in his grave, right? Anyway, if you watch the movies, you get the reference. So if your crypto CEO isn't talking about trillions, then I don't want to hear about it. Wow, that's pretty bold. All right. States from Greg Lunt, right? Quant doesn't behave like other tokens. It doesn't. And that's by design. They are not concerned with crypto market adoption. That's too small. Wow. Who else also makes that bold statement? You guys know, right? Brad Garlinghouse, right? Of Ripple. He makes a similar statement that it's never been about the retail side. Has he stated it's too small? Well, not in those exact words. Anyway, it says instead, Quant Network focuses on building infrastructure for 99% of existing financial value and capturing huge global enterprise volume. We're going to take a moment to hear this. It's only about a minute, but straight from Gilbert Verdian. Pretty cool stuff.
I think enterprise blockchain is the biggest market you can actually go after. If you look at one of the HSBC reports from last year, they looked at what does digital assets look like by 2027, and it's in the trillions. You take a traditional security, you tokenize it, you make it a digital asset, then you have payments, and then you have settlement, and then delivery reverse payments of digital assets. Enterprise is where the market is. On the large scale, what's happening is entire systems are transforming and re-platforming and re-architecting to be compatible to decentralization. They're not turning off what they've got and putting everything on blockchain. They've invested billions and billions of dollars and pounds into their infrastructure. But what you do is you take that existing investment and you make it compatible to DLT. And that's what we're doing. Our core is to show how easy it is to integrate through our API, whatever you've got that's existing, to be able to talk to different digital assets and blockchains and transact across them. It's a huge market, and we're excited because the adoption is happening.
Yes, the adoption is happening. But again, not from the retail perspective. We'll get there with that. And we talked about that, of course, before. I think we got a little bit more. Yes, we do. So I'm going to read the comments real quick. We're going to, hold on a second. Sorry. Did I have it on the wrong one? Let's see. Were you guys able to hear that last one? Hopefully you were. My bad. Let me know if you guys were able to hear that last particular one. So hopefully I had it on the right share. All right, let's go into the next comment. And it's the Jin. Good night to all in the chat. Thank you, the Jin. Good to see you. Next, we have Menelec. Quant has shown great strength, but when it dips, I will buy more. That's the way I look at it too, because eventually we will be priced out of Quant. On top of that, Coochie Boy, be safe out there, Jen. Yes, absolutely. Mr. No Face, crypto low key was looking messy. Quant came in like Agent JQNT, makes this look good. Yeah. Michael Montclair, good to see you. He says, "What's up, all? Good to see you, Michael." And Gilbert is a Brit. We heard it. All right. Again, guys, let me know. Just put in the chat. Were you able to hear that particular clip from Gilbert Verdian? I apologize if I didn't have it shared on the particular one for you could hear it the right way. Did it sound all right? Did I have it on the right share? If not, I could share it again real quick. And I do apologize if it came across right. All right. Tim Shea says, hello to Michael Montclair. Selma Flood, you want a slice, you got to roll the dice. Sometimes the cost of your life could possibly be the price. Yes. Good point. All right. Michael Montclair says, hey, Tim. All right. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to kick it into the last segment, which is, believe it or not, something that we don't typically do here, and that is, okay, hold on a second. Totally crystal clear. Didn't realize he was a British. Okay, cool. So I did have it shared on the right one. I was just making sure because sometimes, when it comes across here, it's like, oh no, I didn't have it shared on the right one. So I was pretty sure they did. Glad that I got some confirmation from you. So guys, it's just this next final topic. Again, it's something we don't really share or talk about a lot, and believe it or not, is Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying I agree with this particular person's statements, but he makes a very compelling case, and he's very passionate about it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to read these last couple comments. He says, who is Legrand? I switched since I am keeping an eye on the other live chart. Michael Montclair, okay, crazy, but what's up with Tonic? I saw some recent content creators, cover the whole thing with Tonic. I got to look more into what's going on with that. I think there's some worry about it. I need to just simply fill myself more into about what's going on with that. And then maybe tomorrow we'll basically cover what's going on with that more on a deep dive. But thanks for bringing that up. Let's go ahead and bring you guys the last segment. Here we go. All right. So this is from Joshua Jake. He's got quite a few followers. He's a crypto research analyst, entrepreneur like myself, and co-founder of @CryptoNight.io. He states, here is how Bitcoin will hit $250,000. I guarantee you will have never seen someone back their claim as strongly as this. Now, here's the thing. Again, this is from his own point of view. A lot of people may not agree with this. Maybe this doesn't happen until late 2023. Maybe it happens 2024, whatever the case be. Hear his perspective on it. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with this, but nonetheless, I thought it was kind of cool to hear it from a different person's perspective, especially somebody like this. And he's very passionate about it. And then at the end of the day, I appreciate hearing other content creators, especially when it comes to crypto, give their own point of view, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, because a lot of times we just cover, the altcoins and so on, and rightfully so, right? But hear his perspective on that. This one's 3 minutes, not super long. And then after that, we'll read the last comments and then go from there. All right, here we go.
I guarantee that you're going to want to save this video because I'm about to exactly show you how Bitcoin is going to hit $250,000. And I know you've never seen this before. It is going to start with the removal of greenhouse gas and flaring from oil companies. Which, for you guys that don't know, glass flaring is going to be an industry or practice that burns gas associated with oil extraction. It could also be due to market and economic constraints, as well as a lack of appropriate regulation and political will. And if you didn't know, gas flaring is actually one of the main attributors to climate change. And we will come back to this number in just a second, because we have to talk about the false propaganda that has been shoved down our throats through our media, which is going to be the fact that Bitcoin is a negative impact on our climate. How environmentalists and all these climate activists discuss how computational mining is going to kill our environment. Well, here's some breaking news for you. Bitcoin is actually the solution to climate change. I truly believe our media is actually being paid off not to say these things, because the world's largest asset managers have been accumulating Bitcoin mining companies for years. And these Bitcoin mining companies are actually just money printers for their oil companies. Now, here's where Bitcoin's value comes into play. This is Crusoe Energy, which is a privately traded company, but they're on the mission to align the future of computing with the future of the climate. And what they do is, instead of taking the natural gas oil that is just flared into the atmosphere, they convert this into energy. Now eliminating the GHGs for that company, turning it into energy, and using computational power or mining from Bitcoin to turn it into a net value. And Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, knew this would occur all the way back in 2010. When he responded to a Reddit thread that said that Bitcoin mining is thermodynamically perverse, meaning Bitcoin was never going to be worth to mine because of the energy. But Satoshi actually changed his mind by responding, saying it's the same situation as gold and gold mining. The marginal cost of gold mining tends to stay near the price of gold. Gold mining is, however, a waste, but that waste is far less the utility of having gold available as a medium of exchange. I think the same case will be for Bitcoin. The utilities of exchanges made possible by Bitcoin will far exceed the cost of electricity used. Therefore, not having Bitcoin would be the net waste. It makes no sense for these oil companies to not mine Bitcoin. Not only is hundreds of millions and billions of dollars being poured into operational mining and converting flare gas into energy, but satellite data, which this is coming from the World Bank, has proven that all of these oil producers are wasting over 144 billion cubic meters in gas flaring per year. Just wasted. And right now, per cubic foot, that is about $9.76. Multiply that by 3.33 and then 144 billion. We're looking at almost $5 trillion wasted annually. And that's why more and more Bitcoin is being mined. 250K is coming. Follow for more.
So whether you agree or not with this particular individual, he was very passionate about it, and he makes a very compelling case, in my opinion, in regards to the whole thing with Bitcoin. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and read the last few comments. Michael Bonclair says, thanks, no problem, absolutely. Probably Michael Saylor's buddy. Yeah. I mean, this guy obviously seems like he's a Bitcoin maxi, and that's okay. Mr. No Face, Rubik just dumped 79%. And next is John Berquist, states Luna Classic is ISO. No, it's not, but we do cover various other cryptos, not just the ISOs. So anyway, Guys, that is the latest in regards to what is reported here at Crypto Talk Now. Glad to be able to bring you guys the news, the topics, whether it's good or bad, ISOs or Luna Classic. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, check out the Crypto Talk Now network app. Go to the website, cryptotalknow.net. And guys, it's been a great show. Glad to be able to do it. Look out for Larry to come back within the next day, hopefully. And I'll see you guys probably here shortly on the post show for the team meeting. Thanks again, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.